The following is a presentation of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Student-led, student-centered, student-serving.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me today is Mason Shafronic, and we are jumping right into this game. Apologies that we are a little
late start.
Delayed.
I mean, they just got after it.
Yeah,
National
really
anthem
did.
was probably 30 seconds ago, and they're just kicking now.
They're kicking strong. But yeah, your Frederick Golden Eagles, you know, they're sitting at 5-7 on the season as of right now. Obviously still pretty early on, but now we're a few games in, and so far not really anything consistent, I would argue. And Monarch, they're kind of in the same boat, but just a little bit more drastic, sitting at 2-7. So their season has been off to a very rough start, not the ideal for them.
Very much so. Still trying to get this update for you guys. Little scrambling around, but we're here. First batter came up, first pitch swung, ground ball right to the second baseman. Easy out there. Now we got our second batter, number 6. Blake Thompson. Count is 2-1.
Thompson. And bops it up way out.
That's going to land back on the softball field. Nice high fly ball, move count to 2-2.
I mean, at least in Monarchs, like for Monarchs' sake, they are getting something going pretty early on. I mean, as long as you're getting hits.
Yeah, being able to put barrel to the ball.
Yeah.
Strike 3, send him home. Not a very verbal umpire, but
No.
that will cash him out.
As now Preston Hutchings up to bat.
In our first match that we saw this Frederick Golden Eagle team play, Kissinger got the start. He actually went pretty deep in that game.
He really did. I mean, I would say, what was it, 4 or 5?
I think 4 innings, yeah.
Yeah. And sends it soaring way into the outfield, left side, and they're able to track it down, even though the sun is blinding as per usual. Last time, though, pretty gloomy, kind of overcast.
It
I do
was.
remember that.
I was talking to the gate girl earlier today, and very nice day.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I can't complain.
No, exactly. I'd rather this than being gloomy or rainy or windy or any of the above.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing better than the weather is Frederick going 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, not too shabby of a start.
Get to see the bats going early. This team took a trip over spring break to Arizona.
Which, unfortunately, we were not able to do.
We were not.
We were saddened by that. We really wanted to do that.
They got to play a lot of different competition, though.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking on their record. 4 teams, never seen before.
Really?
Never even heard of them.
So fresh meat, essentially.
Yeah, basically. And the first game, I mean, they took a beating. I think it was 11-2.
That is beating a
The
dead
one
animal.
thing, yeah, through the few games that I've seen of this team, is they can score runs. They'll give up a few runs, but they can score runs.
Which
in the
that kind of
games,
jumps into your keys almost.
A little bit, yeah. We don't got keys this
Which,
game.
yeah.
We're going to call it the winning formula. It's just getting barrel on ball. The more run, I mean, the big blowouts, Frederick definitely does give up some runs.
Mm-hmm.
But when they can put barrel on the ball, they can let that thing ride.
Exactly. Starting off, we have Alex Clapp and Webb on the mound.
Well, Max Webb on the bump.
I beat you to it. So head-to-head, Clapp and Webb.
Clapp a lefty to start off, which might give Webb a weird look.
I was about to say, kind of a run for his money. Starting off with a lefty, interesting choice, but I almost kind of agree with it. Keep them on their toes. They're not really going to know what to do with themselves. Especially with the transition, Nate will be second up. So I believe Nate is a righty, correct?
Nate's another lefty.
Is he lefty? So they're starting off strong with 2 lefties then.
Coach York's got a little weird combo action.
Is this his winning formula? I don't know.
It could be. But both these are extremely strong hitters.
Yes.
They can put the barrel on the ball.
Yeah, Clapp is fierce. I would argue he's one of their stronger. Not that there's anyone who's not an asset and an important one to the team, but I would argue he is one of the more well-known.
And he is well-known.
Yes.
One thing, I can't believe that was a ball. We'll go 3-0 here. One thing is Clapp is a very speedy player, and to have that in your one slot, he just puts something on. If he can get on a bag, as he will, ball 4, Webb didn't even give him a challenge.
Yeah. That almost was too soft of a start.
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe he was just trying to get a feel for the game and how Frederick kind of plays, but I don't know why he didn't just start off strong.
Clapp's taking a mean lead off at first.
Third, first, tomato.
Yeah. One thing is, Rapp wasn't able to see a strike in the on deck circle. Rapp chases.
Anywho.
Rapp chases what should have been ball 2 up in the zone, but I'll go 1-1 in the count.
So Webb reels back. Nate, though, pauses. Doesn't swing. That was a very low ball.
That kind of came inside on him. Clapp's giving Webb some trouble there at first.
He is. My biggest concern is if Clapp almost has too much of a lead off, how much trouble will that cause for Clapp trying to head back?
Well, Webb's a big guy.
That is true.
And so we haven't seen a pickoff move, but I bet his pickoff move is not
quite to the caliber
super quick. Not to the caliber of picking off Clapp. As he'll go, Clapp goes. Ball be way high. Clapp will get into second without a problem.
Yeah. Really wasn't much of a challenge. I really haven't seen much of anything yet that's made me consider Monarch to be a fierce competitor against Frederick. As of right now, granted, we're like a few pitches swings in.
Yeah.
But there really hasn't been a lap that's made me tremble in my boots, one could say.
Ball 4 will advance Rapp, and we've seen one true strike pitch out of Webb so far.
Yep.
One chased, but
how many balls does he have so far?
Well, he threw 4 to Clapp, and then, he threw 5 to Rapp, but Rapp took on 1.
Yeah.
So we're at 9-1 right now. What a ratio.
Yeah, not a great ratio starting off.
We'll see Lefevre come to the dish.
Lefevre early. That's interesting. Third on the lineup. I kind of don't blame them, though. They're starting off with their strong assets as attempted bunt.
Kind of a weird start here from Coach York trying to throw a.
Rapp tried to bunt too before he just kind of accepted his fate, and he was sent on the base no matter what. So Lefevre, Webb.
Yeah, Webb's getting some mind games played with him.
He is. Clapp is testing his patience. Heads to everyone in the audience.
One thing I just noticed, Coach York, always the third base coach, now on first base.
That is interesting. I am noticing that. I don't know if the switch has anything to do with how they're kind of changing their game plan, because this feels entirely different from how they were playing that last game that we broadcasted.
A little bit.
Granted, it has been a hot minute, so.
Yeah. The teams played, we broadcasted their home opener.
Yep.
And they've played 8 games since then?
I believe so, something of the sort.
And Webb just cannot find the zone. He is everywhere. He's not consistently low, consistently high.
No, and kind of pointing out what you were saying.
Food spreader.
Food spreader. Spreading it everywhere. Yeah, but kind of to your point earlier, what you were mentioning about how he has a very slow windup because he cranks his entire body into the spin, which, not to say that other pitchers don't do that, but you were commenting on just how big of a guy he is. And he does have a slow windup. His windup takes time for him to crank it.
The ball was popped foul right at the Frederick dugout. The shortstop actually came all the way over. Wasn't able to make a play. So Lefevre will stay alive here. 3-2, full count. Let's see what he can do.
Lefevre, the prospect of a full count does not scare him. I don't even think it intimidates him as he just saunters onto first base.
No better time.
Bryson Satterley now.
Satterley, bases juiced, no outs. Will get an opportunity of a lifetime.
And you have two, like, speed balls on second and third, too.
Yeah.
You have Clap and you have Rap.
Yeah.
What a tough duo right there, Clap and Rap.
Satterley puts anything into the outfield. He'll at least
They're
get
gone.
an RBI.
Yeah.
Go, Bryson.
Monarch had to get a full team huddle, try to figure out what's going on and try to kill the damage before it gets too overwhelming.
I feel like the wound, though, was already opened, and we're not even that far along in
No,
this game.
we're not a single out in. Ball's called outside. I guess we're 3 outs in.
I suppose so.
An easy
But not for
3 outs.
Frederick.
Yeah. In the bottom frame of the first. I like the patience out of Satterley, though.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen only a handful of strikes so far, and
1-1
make him
count.
pitch to you here.
Yeah. And rips it right over the head.
Satterley will pick himself up a nice 2-run RBI. A single 2 RBI.
That was nasty. I mean,
Well contact ball right back at the pitcher, right over the head of the shortstop, and
I know the shortstop, all he could do was just kind of like glance up at it. And it wasn't that high over his head. It was just
a
in
well-struck
an
ball.
instant. Yeah, exactly.
Razine, the DH, hitting for Kissinger, will come to the plate. Tries to throw a fake bunt out there, and Webb not able to locate. Webb might be getting rattled by these bunts.
I think so. I mean, it's kind of an uncommon thing to see, especially, like, I would say in general, it's uncommon to see to this, extent.
We can see going down the right field line, Monarch throwing a pitcher in the bullpen already.
That is, we're not even out of the first.
No, we don't even have an out yet.
I wonder, I mean, he is struggling. Like, I mean, oh my goodness. And he's off to the races. Logan, he'll locate second, and he's going for third as Satterley
Satterley able to cross too.
will glide on in. I mean, nothing but green grass for him.
I wonder how you call that. So it's a bunt with an air from one, and then 2 extra bases because he's at third now, and then 2 RBI. Well, no, I mean the RBIs wouldn't even. They'd come on the bunt. I guess the bunt moved. I don't know.
So now,
What a weird play.
Danny Thompson. That was an odd play, though, and I mean, it didn't help that.
And
Max-
Monarch doesn't have it out yet.
No, Max Webb took
Jeez.
his time, too, to chunk it to first. And
Yeah, he tried to corral himself.
yeah, I kind of feel like if only he would have thrown it like a few split seconds, maybe they could have located it better. But, I mean, even with him planting his feet and chunking it,
He just threw that ball right in the ground.
yeah.
I think he might have got a little too mentally engaged in that. You just go
His-
through the motions. And
It's almost like his lack of discipline is kind of apparent. Like, kind of like how you phrase it, he's rattled. And that's very apparent as Emery Stanton snags the ball.
got a little 2-1 count here. That ball coming high.
2-2 though. Call it a strike.
Use that 1-2. That was a ball.
Oh, it was a ball. Never mind. I thought you said 2-1, and I was like, that's weird. So it'll
Thompson
glance
able to
off.
stay alive.
Yeah, it'll glance off his bat. Still stuck. 2-2.
Oh, man. I thought
And
that was
they're going
a
to full
strike.
count it. 3-2.
Good battle here so far by Thompson. And he's going to take his walk.
Are they going to my guarantee is they're going to probably pull Webb soon, honestly. I mean,
Open.
what you were saying is
We've
what
got
they
the
have.
manager coming out.
Yeah. They have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen, so
I'm trying to find his name here. It's number 1.
number 1.
But they did not give us a roster.
No. That is Evan DiCarlo.
Evan DiCarlo, the senior.
And kind of taking a look at the Monarch Coyotes schedule, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, they're sitting at 2-7. They're 6th in their 5A league. So kind of like what I was saying, it's been kind of a rough start for them, I would argue. Their very first game that they ever played, it was against Boulder, and they won that game just barely. And then
Yeah, they kind of just slid on by right there.
yeah, and then Westview right after that, a hard loss, 2-7, kind of a rough game. Bounced back a little bit with a game against Pendleton on the 26th of March, and they ended up barely winning that game as well. So their 2 wins that they have are by 1. And that was a very shallow scoring game too. I mean, you're looking at a 3-2 game. Then West Salem, they lost 1-11. Rough game. Kind of like what I was saying earlier. Kind of like beating a dead animal. That's got to hurt. And then on top of that, they are now on a 6-game losing streak. I had to count it just to double check because I mean I just kept scrolling a little bit and I felt bad. Yeah. I mean, their last game that they played was literally yesterday. They played against Fairview and lost 6-11. Another rough game. I think their nastiest that they played was on April 1st. It's kind of a sad April Fool's joke, right? Losing 0-7 by Erie.
And
So.
Stanton's able to get on base with a easy bunt. That wasn't even an error. It's just kind of a fielder's choice right there. I was wondering if I figured he'd bunt and then throw the squeeze and make everyone advance, but they didn't even give it an option at first base.
So DiCarlo. It's kind of crazy to me still how they already pulled Webb just like that. I mean, he barely.
I mean, Webb probably got up into 30 pitches with no outs.
Which that's.
A recipe
I feel like
to be
that's
pulled.
self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's not great, and he might also have played a decent chunk of yesterday's game as well. So he might just be gassed in general, which might be why his gameplay was not exactly complimentary. It was kind of a struggle for him early on already. So
Carlo able to get
the first out
able
for
to get
Frederick.
Case to pop up, and they will get a first out. DiCarlo has a weird arm slot angle coming out.
Yeah.
It's kind of a low, like, hybrid, I guess.
He like slings it sideways. It's
Yeah.
weird. I don't think I've ever seen anyone throw it quite like that.
Yeah, there's some, like, funky submarine guys out there, but he's like an upright throwing,
Yeah.
but the arm slot's way out.
To each his own, whatever
Yeah,
floats your boat.
it might do the trick here, though.
And he will lead on Lefevre. What a shame. Isaac back on the starting lineup.
Caught swinging and missing. So we'll roll back up
Yeah.
to the top now. Up to Clapp. Great first inning when you can get the whole order through.
especially 2 outs. Granted, you still have, like, give or take, the leniency of, like, 1. So
Yeah,
you have to be a little cautious, but
And your 8 and 9 hitter are the ones that got your outs.
Yep.
Bases juiced even. Ball be down and low.
Clapp didn't fall for it. Barely even flinched. Good discipline on his part. And it should be outside. Yep. 3-0. Whoa, not 3-0. Don't know where I got 3 from. 2-0. Hello. Maybe I'm just manifesting it at this point. Maybe I'm manifesting the 3-0.
We'll see 3-0.
I was really excited to see that, apparently.
Runner's giving Carlo a little bit of trouble.
2-zip. Make that 2-1. I did not manifest it, indeed. Jinxed it.
You're good at that.
I am very good at that. I'm sure we can make a
highlight
compilation.
reel,
I
yeah.
know, yeah. For those of you who want context, as that glances off of
Runner on third's going home. He'll be safe.
what a sequence of events.
That was Rosine on third around the corner. Push this to a 5-0 start for your Golden Eagles. When they said let them fly, we are flying.
This is the equivalency of a beating right now, and we're in the first inning, so yeah. But for those of you who wanted context on the reel, one of our requirements for broadcasting is that's ripped by Clapp. Right outfield drops it, bobbles it, and that will be another run in. 6-zip. I feel like this game might be over before it started.
Clapp able to hit himself a nice double to the right field gap. And we'll see Danny Thompson around third coming in.
Yeah, but my long-winded story, as I go back to it now, one of our requirements is we're supposed to build a 2 to 4 minute highlight reel of all of a compilation of our best stuff. And honestly, I could argue every time that I've jinxed it, I feel like totally make a compilation off of that. There are plenty of clips.
Oh.
That'll be popped and that should be caught. Caught, yeah.
Right fielder camped under that the entire way.
He did. That was impressive spotting on his part. I kind of expected him to juggle it around a little bit in the outfield, but never mind, as your Frederick Golden Eagles are now leading at the top of the second. That sounds weird to say, as they're leading by 6.
6-0. Started 2 here.
6-zip is nasty. Is there not a limit necessarily, but there is a point where they can forfeit, correct?
I believe so. I don't know what it is. I think it's like the 4th inning.
Okay.
I think like 3rd inning, it's got to be like 25.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I don't think we're on that kind of watch yet.
Not yet, but if
we'll
they
see if the second inning.
If they keep up with this pacing, we might be looking at a shorter game than what we intended.
I can't get over how nice of a day it is.
It's very pretty outside.
If you guys are at home watching this game on the couch,
I promise you step outside.
Yeah,
it is gorgeous.
Take a little breather while the boys get warmed up back in the field.
Take a little gander around your, around your neighborhood, maybe around the block. I promise you, you will not regret it. It's absolutely stunning outside.
Unless you're not in Frederick, Colorado.
Yeah, if you're in Australia or something, it might not be as pretty.
It's probably like midnight in Australia.
It probably is. They're probably not watching it right now.
No. If you're a viewer from Australia, drop it in the comments.
Yes. I think one time we had someone from Australia, didn't we? I could have sworn we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out to that.
Or maybe
Australian
New Zealand?
Viewer. Could be. I don't know. We've done a lot of broadcasts.
We have.
Kissinger to start the 2nd inning.
Kissinger winds up. Ooh.
Ooh,
Gets him swinging. First pitch. Already 1 strike in. 0-1 count. hoping to make it 0-2, and he does. Glances off the tip of his bat. I think he swung late. So 0-2 count. This might easily turn back into the beating it was. Top of the first.
And Frederick went 3 up, 3 down in the field.
Yep.
Didn't even give him a chance.
So not quite 3 up, 3 down, but a 1-2 count. Not horrendous.
Bobbled to third. Bang!
And my goodness. That was, I would argue, precision at its finest.
What a rocket.
He made that look easy.
Satterley just threw a cannon.
Bryson, I don't think I've ever seen anyone chunk it quite like that. Like, I mean, you look at the difference between even, like, Webb earlier on and, like, how he would wind up and stuff. And, I mean, Satterley was not playing games.
No. Well, Satterley even bobbled it, kind of bounced around, like, right on the base. He just feel it like almost like a little bare hand.
Yeah.
Let
I
that
feel like
thing
that's
fly.
the difference in the urgency that Frederick has right now and kind of the lackadaisical approach that Monarch is taking. Like, I feel like they're taking their 2-7 record with them, like, everywhere they go. Like, it's a burden. And I think to benefit Monarch, I just feel like let that weight drop because right now I feel like it's really impacting them.
Logan Unkele will get himself a single and will break the no-hitter for Kissinger.
I think it's Eulenhake.
Eulenhake? I can't read your handwriting.
It's not that awful.
It's actually really nice. It's just kind of small. Ball's popped up and will land.
I'll write it larger next time.
Oh? Oh. I thought it was going to hit the roof of the Frederick dugout.
Yeah.
Dropped right in the hands of Satterley. But
Satterley's on top of it, though.
Yeah.
He is rocking and rolling for this game, I feel like.
It'll still be a foul ball. 1-0 the count. No, 0-1 the count.
See, you did the same thing I did. And just making sure that nobody does anything stupid. Frederick is not going to allow them any more of a leadoff than, who is that? Eulenhake? Or is that
Yeah, I was going to call him.
Pierce? That's Pierce, I'm pretty sure. Is it?
No.
No, yeah,
Runner
that is
on first
Eulenhake.
is Eulenhake. At the
What
plate
a last
is
name, Eulenhake. That's got to be foreign. There's no way.
You think that's foreign?
I don't know. It just something about Eulenhake.
I don't know where that'd be from.
Sounds German. Eulenhake.
That's actually not a bad guess. That
I'm just
that
saying.
region.
That region. Kissinger glances at first to make sure. Once he's confirmed, it's no good. Eulenhake
Will advance.
bumps to
on that one.
second. Yeah. What a shame that this inning isn't quite as aggressive as the first one was for Frederick's sake, but I think they don't have much to worry about though at the moment. They're kind of sitting in a pretty positive
Yeah, they're
boat.
in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah.
Kissinger didn't like what he's seen. He'll hop off the rubber.
He's creeping. Eulenhake. Trying to see if there's a lane. I mean, there was a lane last time, so not that out of pocket.
Lefevre will come out to Kissinger. Have a very brief discussion, probably a
That was like 2 words.
yeah. Kissinger said, "Don't throw it there," Lefevre said, "Don't throw it there," and Kissinger said, "Okay." And we're
Are
back
you
to action.
manifesting the conversation?
I'm manifesting. Will we see that exact same pitch though?
Oh, we'll see. Kissinger might test Lefevre's patience.
Lefevre also might have been tipping about Eulenhake's behavior back there.
Something to just be cognizant of.
Yeah.
Eulenhake still creeping with a leadoff off of second, as it is absolutely bombed and drops down into the outfield.
Eulenhage got the stop sign at third, though. He could have been in there.
He could have very easily, too. I mean, that would have been a breeze as Knudsen with the rocket into the outfield.
So now we got a courtesy runner for the catcher. Number, of course, he's standing.
Blocking the view directly from here. That'll be
number 21.
21, yes, correct.
Let's see. Number 21, Landon Reich. This team is filled with seniors.
How many seniors do they have? What's the count?
I'm not that quick at math. We'll say around 50%.
50, wow. So what are they going to do next year then when none of their lineups recycled? It's all new.
He's had a big change in events. Runner from first, tagged out at second, but the runner from third will score. Great throw by Lefevre. Threw it on the dime. And I think the runner from first, Reich, might have been in there safe, but he came off the bag, as you can see by the umpire's signal. So now bases will clear 6-1. Frederick leads.
Kissinger.
Tried to beat you to the jump there.
I know, I could tell.
Kissinger's got himself a 3-1 count here.
Testy waters then for Kissinger, as he'll send him
Bellina will
walking.
take himself a 90-foot walk to first base. We'll see Nick Doon come to the dish.
Good thing is, even though they have a runner on first, they only have a runner on first, and you're still looking at 2 outs. So, never mind, runner on second.
That ball will pass Lefevre. Just missed his glove on the outside.
These are the kind of mistakes that Frederick cannot afford to make either.
No, and you're starting to give Monarch a little bit of life back in this game. Take that strike. I'm not a fan of the umpire's strike call.
Say it a little louder, will you? Make sure he hears you.
I'll boo him once or twice.
Oh my gosh.
With 2 outs, though, just easy play to first. Another strike. Kissinger had a nice location there. Hit the bottom inside corner.
We are seeing a lot of moments where they're kind of owling it, where it's like Lefevre, like the ball just kind of like glanced past him and then whatever.
Lefevre with only 2 pass balls so far. Kissinger trying to retire the side.
And it'll happen again. He owled it.
If Nick can put one, Nick Doon, if he can put one in play, get Monarch another run, cut this lead to 4.
That would be
A big momentum shift here.
big momentum shift. I would argue that's probably the most action, too, that Monarch has had in a little bit, like super early on in the game. Because, I mean, they do, just based off of strictly their records and their hitting averages, they do tend to struggle kind of early on in the game. So this is probably the most attention they've really ever had with these bases.
Oh, the ball will be a little too inside. And
It felt
Dune
like
will get
Kissinger's
himself
just
a
kind of rolled over for him for that one. I mean, that was, I don't know.
It's now come to the dish. Steve Brown. I feel like that's a Family Guy character name.
Steve Brown. Are we
I
sure
do
he's not a
I
sitcom character?
I was
I
going
don't
to
know.
say, I don't watch Family Guy, though, so.
Little Peter Griffin action. But I mean, hey, I feel like with some of those basic names, you tend to see some of the most like dominant players.
Yeah? Steve will watch. One go right by him. He's going to pop that one up. That might hit our tent. Nope, a little long. Steve Brown now down. Now down 0-2. Runners on the corners. Tag out on first and second. Or Kissinger can just retire the side.
My bet's on retirement, but hopefully here in a minute.
Retirement?
I don't know. We'll see.
And being up 0-2 in the count, he can kind of locate some pitches and let him see some
1-2
different
now.
action. Now we moved to 2-2.
So 2-2 count, edging closer to a 3-2 count, full count.
Well, he threw one low. Steve was able to see one low and then now one high.
Steve.
It's his name, Steve. Brown will watch one come right around the eyebrows. Kissinger's got to be competitive here.
I felt like he kissed the stitching there. I was like, ooh, that's a little close.
Kissinger knows the moment. Will he deliver?
Kissinger reels back.
Send him packing! That will retire the side.
As Mason put it very enthusiastically, that'll retire.
That should give a lot of momentum to Kissinger.
Agreed. I feel like that's a big mentality shift for Kissinger more than anything. I mean, just having that confidence boost of being able to get the job done more than anything. Not so much the mistakes maybe that he made during whenever he probably could have retired it earlier on, just focusing on the fact that he was able to retire it. And I think it was more of just a mental game earlier on. And
Yeah, Kissinger will retire the side, give his team some momentum, see what they can do to the plate when we come right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me here in a moment will be Mason Shafronic. As we're going to be jumping right back into this action once again. This time, though, after Kissinger, a little bit of a struggle earlier on with his pitching, but kind of cleaned up his act. Has miscalculation, dived, didn't obtain the ball, kind of defeats the whole purpose of diving. As now Satterley at the plate.
Give a
And
pickoff attempt.
Lefevre testing waters. His leadoff isn't that far, though. That's the funny thing. DiCarlo's still on the mound, and that'll sneak right past.
Sadly,
Literally glided on the line to stay in bounds.
So Satterley will get a single with an extra base hit attached onto it.
Lefevre proudly dominating third base. And Satterley at second, as now Logan Rosine.
Rosine with 2 in scoring position. He'll watch
No
strike
outs,
one.
too. This is clean so far, honestly. Bottom of the second's been clean. Wow, we're only at the bottom of the second.
Oh. I hope you guys could see that. Rosine bunted, went straight down on the bottom of his bat, bounced in the dirt, hit him right in the face.
Probably not the most pleasant experience to
No.
highlight out of the game. What was your highlight? I hit myself in the face.
He'll watch that one away. 1-2 here now for him. We're starting to see some quick pitching out of DiCarlo.
DiCarlo has that weird fast, like, sling, too. Like, it's not...
And he will send Rosine packing for out number 1.
Still some leniency, obviously, with 1 out. You're obviously not ruling anything out, so... Besides him, I guess. But
Yeah. Thompson coming to
besides
the
the
dish.
obvious.
He hit a nice single into the right field earlier last inning. He'll watch ball 1 go right by him.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Danny lines back up. And that'll just ride the line. That'll stay in just barely.
Thompson having himself one heck of a day. He'll get himself a...
I mean, that was beautiful ball placement. I think the worst part, though, was the fact that Monarch just, like, kind of let it roll. I mean, it was a half-heart effort to try and scoop it back up. Their sense of urgency is just very much not in this game, it feels like.
Not really. He's able to pick himself up a 2 RBI double. And Stanton will watch 1 go by him in the zone. 0-1. Frederick only with 1 out here. Frederick able to take care and take advantage of the bats so far.
Yep.
Early in this one. And Stanton will get a 3-pitch at bat. Swinging on.
Stanton had a solid hit, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or did he have a... He might have had a walk, honestly. I think it was a walk. It's been it's been a whole inning since then. It's been a hot minute. So Cody Case now.
Hey, just step out, Cody, when he does that.
Case is not a fan of the quick pitch, which is working in Ricardo's favor.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Asking the umpire when he can call time and not.
Case, there's definitely a little bit of contempt, honestly. He does not like it. Swings through it.
If I'm a batter, I'm getting quick pitch too.
Yeah.
I'm calling as much time as I can, just screwing with the guy's timing. Case didn't want to swing at that, and he will ground out to the first baseman, who will retire the side.
So not quite as prominent as the first inning for Frederick, but second, obviously,
Yeah,
not awful.
They were able to pop 2 runs too.
Yeah.
Off of Danny Thompson's, or I guess it was a double, right down the first base line.
Thompson, I mean, it literally like squeaked into that line. I thought it was.
I think it bounced over the base.
I think
That's
it
how
did.
close it was.
Yep. Because it easily could have crossed over at any point.
But he was able to get 2 RBIs out of it. Advance Frederick's lead to 7. We'll see Pressinger take the bump once again. Kissinger. What'd I say?
Pressinger.
Pressinger.
You combined his
We're mixing
first
it up.
and last name. Preston Kissinger. Prissinger.
Pressinger.
They should just start calling him that now.
Yeah.
We just gave him,
I'll
we
make it
invented
stick.
the new nickname. Are you going to go ask them for their sunflower seeds over there?
That's not a bad idea. Oh, I had sunflower seeds in my car yesterday.
You going to go grab them
Oh,
now?
I took them out yesterday. Oh, what was I doing?
I know, and you knew we had a baseball game. Come on, that's what baseball
I've been preparing
is.
for this like all week.
We only have like 2 after this, so. I guess that's plenty of time, though,
yeah.
for you to
I'll stock up.
stock up.
You'll see me next broadcast.
We'll do like an ASMR like challenge next time. We'll be
That's
like,
what
this
it's
is
gonna be.
barbecue.
Borderline.
We're going to be hated.
We thank you guys for watching these streams.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Kissinger winds back and clean swipe, but that'll pop up.
Thompson able to track that one down. He's having himself one heck of a day.
He is. He's definitely been a prominent name in this game so far.
And he's got swagger with it, too.
The way he walks, it's almost like a, I don't know. There's a word for it. Okay, I'll find the word eventually.
He'll get right under that.
It's like a mosey. That's the word. It's like he's moseying.
Stanton able to corral there in left field. So far, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Will Preston Hutchings up the dish? Will he swing first pitch?
No, he will not.
He's just going to watch a curveball go right by him.
So he watches it fly, and he's kind of in a tricky position, right? Because there's already 2 outs, so he's got to be a little bit more frugal with his swinging. Never mind. He's just going to completely rip it. Awesome.
He'll get himself on base. Ball's hitting to right field to Nate Rapp. Just too short. It was just a really good hit.
It was.
Now coming to the dish in the 4-hole spot, Charlie
Pierce.
I cannot read your writing.
I'll write it bigger.
That looks like perverse.
Perverse?
Perverse.
I'm telling you, if you guys could see this, I promise it's not that bad.
The ball will pass Lefevre and he'll advance the runner. You're actually rewriting it.
I am.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now he can read it. I hope. I hope it's just not like worse to the point where you're like, I can't read it. I
Just
can't
what
read
is
it
going
at all.
on?
I don't even know what you said here. Let's go, Preston.
The ball bounced just foul. That ball was hammered down the left field line.
Hammered indeed.
Count will move 2-1.
There's the first part. That should make it easier.
Perfect. Oh, I can read that.
Okay. Note to self, next time I'll make it half the page.
I can hear you clicking the pen.
Sneak peek of the ASMR.
Kissinger will walk Pierce now up to the dish. Number
I made it larger
18,
for you too.
Logan Unkelenke.
No, that's worse. Logan Eulenhake.
Well, it's worse when you say it right after I do.
Uncle Linky.
Ground ball to second. Routine play will.
And Uncle Linky will not make it far.
I don't want to, I feel bad about
What an
being
Unc
mean.
move.
I'm like, that's just how I read it. Frederick will retire the side, not giving up any runs. 2 hits. No, false. 1 hit, 1 walk.
So tempting fate a little bit with some of their plays. But, I mean, I think overall really solid performance.
Frederick will begin the order on the bottom side of the card.
We'll be at Isaac Lefevre to start off with.
9-hole Lefevre, and then back up to the top. Clap, Rap, and Lefevre.
You could make a whole rhyme out of like all their names at this point.
Can Frederick try to push through the batting order for the second time?
I honestly think they could probably push it if they, because first inning, they almost cycled probably 1.5 times through their entire lineup, so.
Still on the dish for Monarch, Evan
DiCarlo.
DiCarlo. Oh, my handwriting's bad, too. An L-O turned into a B.
DiCarbo. DeCarb.
Yeah, DeCarb would be
He's just
how
a piece of bread. DeCarb. What is that, like
That's
a
just mean.
French carb? French bread?
Oh, my. There goes our microphone.
Yeah, that was a horrendous noise. I heard that.
Good luck calling this game. I'll be
Thank
right
you. I
back.
appreciate it. Enjoy that. As now DiCarlo still on the mound. Swings it back. Kind of a low ball. Lefevre will swing, though. Kind of chased it a little bit.
Hey guys, sorry for that.
DiCarlo. Lefevre. Can he make it? And he is oh so short. Lefevre put up a good fight, though. Is now 1 out in. Still leading, though, a substantial amount, too. And Monarch, they have been halted at 1 score. And already hard swinging from Clap. Clap, though, also not able to make it to first. Both of them just shy of peeking onto the edge. So now Rap, we've already cycled to the top of the lineup. I don't think they're going to be able to make it through the entire lineup. Maybe just get back into the consistency of hitting at least. As Mason is back.
Oh, man, we're back. I missed 2 infield ground balls. We're down to 2 outs here. Yeah, they just called a balk.
Bach.
So move the count to 2-0.
Last game, wasn't there a player whose last name was like Bach or something?
Yeah,
Bulk or
Bulk.
something?
The
Yeah,
pitcher, too.
You kept thinking that I kept saying bulk or Bach or whatever.
You
and
were
you
saying like bulk. It was
Bulk?
weird.
I don't know.
We'll get a 4-pitch walk to Rap.
As Rap.
It's now come to the dish. Dom Lefevre. 3rd time through the rotation.
Lefevre, he's had a pretty solid game as well, I would say. His brother, though, Isaac, he struggled a little bit. You missed it, actually. You were fixing the microphone that just decided that it didn't want to cooperate today. And Isaac ended up smacking it probably about to shortstop, and then shortstop absolutely ripped it to first, and you could tell Isaac was frustrated. He was pretty frustrated.
As his brother will ground out and will retire the 3rd inning. So when we come back, top of the 4th, Kissinger still in the bump. What can he do? Here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
Welcome
back, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me is Mason Shafronic. Mason, how are we feeling on this fine, sunny, glorious day where there's
I was going to say it's
a
great
bluebird
'cause
sky?
it's super sunny.
Super sunny, very descriptive.
Yeah.
Super sunny,
so
man.
it's sunny and the sky's blue.
That's good. Color is important.
It is. And the sky's blue today.
That is true.
I don't know what other day would be
Crisp
like that.
bluebird sky.
Weather app's clocking at a mere 69 degrees.
Really? It feels warmer than
It
that.
does, very much. We got a high of 81 tomorrow. And 84 on Saturday.
84, my goodness. So please, for those of you who are waiting for it to be like warm and sunny out, because I'm that way. I do not like going outside whenever it's cold. That's not my preference. But hey, whenever it's warm and sunny, you get me in the 70s, 80s, I'm doing pretty dandy.
Well, it's Colorado, so Monday we got a high of 55.
Oh, exciting. Never mind. I'm not going outside on Monday.
Typical around here.
Yeah, of course. Drastic switch up. Kissinger.
Send it high and away for ball one. Kissinger will deliver down in the dirt. Make Lefevre work for it. Kissinger able to throw a strike in there.
So 2-1's the count. So Chase Knudsen. Chases it.
Liked that first strike, but didn't go on it, and then really liked that one.
He pounced on it. I mean,
blew right through it. Ball looked like it slipped out of Kissinger's hand. Came out
a little wobbly, a little odd.
a little high and hot.
So full count. And Knudsen will get a chance. And my
Danny
goodness.
Thompson! You gotta be kidding me. That was unbelievable.
So,
Have a day, young man.
Indeed, lad, indeed. Have a day, young man.
Oh, I wish we had replay for that.
See, this is where we do need the replay.
Holy smokes.
He made it look easy too. I mean,
I was watching. I didn't know which outfit, if it was Emery Stanton or Danny Thompson. They're both kind of going for it. But Thompson found that sixth gear and
he's
tracked
sending
that
it
thing down.
overdrive, yeah. Hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive. He had that Eagle spirit in him, and
Oh, that's
he
good.
flew.
He went, "Caw." Nobody clip that,
Chat
please.
clip that.
No, please don't. That's ending up on the highlight reel. That's my intro. It's like our regular intro, so.
Straight up. we should do
We
something
should
about that.
change. We should. I'm telling you, next April Fool's Day rolls around, we're changing the intro to just me. This presentation.
There's been Jackson Gibbs and I do a podcast, and there's been a few of them.
Oh, I bet.
So Knudsen will be called out. I don't know why. It might have been interference. Because the ball was hit down the right line. I don't know. But 2 outs here for the Golden Eagles.
Like I said, their level of leniency is pretty high right now. Monarch only sitting at 1 actual, pull through. And my goodness, what a way to clean it off. Pretty much licked the remnants from his fingertips and left it at that.
Good scoop by Cody Case there on first base. He made that look easy. I can tell you it is not. Staying on the bump for Monarch, Evan DiCarlo. His first batter he'll face. Number 9, Logan Rosine.
Rosine, I feel like starting
No false.
starting 5 is
Satterley.
Is it Satterley?
We'll go to the 4-hole. Satterley will try to get us
Starting
going.
5 have been very, very much on par today with what Frederick's looking for, competitively speaking.
I mean, this section in the lineup, you got Satterley, Rosine, and then Thompson.
Yeah, not trying
And then
to.
Stanton, too.
I won't. I
like
won't leave out Stanton.
I like our look right here.
I feel like at this point you really can't go wrong. Like I feel like it's just blue skies, no matter where you look on the lineup today.
Straight up.
It's pretty solid. I mean, towards the bottom, obviously, you have more of your a little testy, but granted, I feel like it's just excellent exposure for Isaac Lefevre to play as much as he is. Because I believe freshman, sophomore.
Yeah, he is a younger player.
Yeah, he is.
And getting those opportunities to get varsity reps
That's impressive. I mean,
drastically improve his, what's the word? His growth?
his growth,
There it is.
his aptitude.
Ooh, big word.
Big word. I don't think it fit very well into the sentence, but his aptitude. Yeah, no.
So Satterley will watch 2 balls go by him. Like that one, will go for a strike. Unable to pull the trigger on it. Satterley's got some tight pants.
Why is that what you're looking at?
Look at him. Tell me that
I don't want to look.
those things are
Those
squeezing his leg.
squeezing. Next thing you know, I'm going to hear the word spanking out of your mouth. I don't know.
Okay, now you're making it weird. What are you doing? Woo-hoo.
And that was a spanking swing of his bat.
Satterley had to evacuate the box.
Yeah, he
on
did.
that one. See if Rosine can put a spanking on this ball.
Word of the day. I really hope Marsing watches this
Yeah.
back.
I think the umpire behind the dish is saying Rosine went, and Satterley's going to get picked off at first base, not paying attention.
That's an unfortunate way to go out. I mean, if anything, it's got to be a little.
What was that?
It's got to be a little embarrassing.
Rosine will throw a foul ball into the back netting. Just got a little Masters update. Masters going. Bryson DeChambeau finished 3 under through 18.
Really?
Not a bad day.
Oh, that's not
Let's
shabby.
see where that'll put him.
Whenever I tell you that the amount of people who freaked out about the Masters today, I mean, I had people in my class begging one of our teachers. They were like, you have to turn the Masters on. We cannot miss day one.
Yeah, DeChambeau is tied for 5th currently. 3 under.
That's not a bad day.
No, not at all.
Not a bad day of
I'd
putting.
take 3 under.
Yeah, no.
Rosine will strike himself out.
Only time I went to golf was to literally just like shoot balls, and I went to a driving range. I
There
did
you go.
awful. I think I missed the ball more times than I even like hit the tee. I could not hit it. As pops it way up, and that'll be an easy track down.
Oh!
Never mind.
Thompson will keep himself alive.
I am keeping that jinx in because that was a good jinx.
Great jinx.
Once in a lifetime opportunity to have a good jinx. That never happens.
So Thompson will move himself to 3 for 3. Well, I guess it's probably 2 for 2 with a air. 'Cause the center fielder should have got that.
Yeah.
So Stanton will get up to the plate. He'll watch one high, get back picked by the catcher. Ball be knocked down and stay in the infield. Thanks for the clicks, Carly.
You're very welcome. You don't know what it was. The audience doesn't.
Drop in the comments what you think that click is.
What do you think the click is? Come on. Whoever wins gets to see the next GEBN broadcast.
Yeah.
There's no prize.
You can get what Carly's clicking.
Yeah.
This is just off the rail. What are we doing at this point? We thank you guys for watching this.
We're clicking. Come on.
It's spring. The warm weather's got us feeling a
A
certain
little
way.
sleepy.
Stanton will chase one out of the zone. We'll give the third base coach a nod. Like he's got him here. See if we put a little barrel on the ball.
Barrel on the ball. Carlo.
And he's not able to.
You could tell Emery's frustration is pretty eminent. He's pretty frustrated, but whenever it comes to like playing defense, he's doing pretty solid, honestly. And what is he? Is he outfield? He's outfield because he's over by Thompson.
Stanton. Stanton.
Yeah.
He's out in left field.
He's having himself a pretty good day besides hitting. Sometimes you'll get both. Sometimes it's 6.5. You don't know.
6.5.
6.5 dozen. Nobody's ever heard that saying before.
Well, it doesn't help when you don't say dozen.
Oh, sorry.
Just 6.5.
6.5 dozen. I'll say the whole thing next time.
There you go.
At least it's not a baker's dozen. That'd be evil.
Is a baker's dozen 11 or 13?
It's 13. You get an extra one.
I was yeah, or does
Because
the baker just scam you and only give you 11?
The baker's a con artist, okay?
There's gonna be some shop out there that's baker's dozens 11.
It's 11. Probably Alabama.
It's a shot at Alabama. Kissinger's still in the bump. He'll get the nod for the 5th inning.
Or Boulder. I can see Boulder with Baker's dozen
With
being
Baker's
11.
dozen being 11. Dude working the shops, but I named Enrique.
And we're back. Took a brief pause.
Kissinger able to retire the batter there. Able to retire Steve Brown. So now back up to the top of the order. Ian Babcock. Roll over to the shortstop. Cody Case will come off the bag.
Case. I feel like that's got to be the most unfortunate error. Is like you just.
Yeah, just.
You're kind of flinging your glove wildly.
Well, that's not on Case. That's on.
No, yeah, 100%.
Who's the shortstop? Is that Clapp? He's got that Clapp swagger to him.
Clap swagger. That is a thing, though. I have noticed that.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
clap
yeah.
swagger.
You see him walking in the hall. Yeah, that's how it's
Like,
Clapp.
that's clap.
Kissinger will pick back.
Good job on Case to double check that time, just to make sure. He tapped him while he was like, he had his whole chest on. Once again, Lefevre struggling to track it down. That has been a tendency this game. He has struggled with that a little bit. And I think part of it is maybe just Kissinger with some wild curves.
And I don't know.
balls, curveballs.
What?
I said wild curves, and
Oh.
that's not getting clipped.
Yeah. Ground ball shoot right between the first and second baseman. Get himself a single. Hold the runner on second.
So sitting with 1 out as of right now. They've got a little bit of a momentum streak going on here. This is probably the most momentum I've seen them have.
1 out. Frederick can easily turn 2 here and shut him down. Now to the dish, Preston Hutchings.
Kind of like last game. I have to comment on the bats. His is cool.
I was waiting for that. I think it was the last time he was up too. I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for that.
You're waiting for the comment.
Stanton's got a nice bat.
Yeah. It helps when they like personalize it. Like it's not just basic. Which I mean, I bet they're all
Stanton,
basic, but
he'll squeeze that one in and keep the runners in place. You hear the crowd cheers for Preston. He's not doing enough though.
yeah, I mean it's been kind of like not as consistent I think as Frederick would like. Like I mean earlier on you could tell he was pretty consistent, but I don't know, is Charlie Pierce now. Mason, you blinked there for a minute. You were like,
No, I was saying Preston because I heard in the crowd, nice job, Preston. And I'm pretty sure it was in reference to Preston Hutchings,
oh, was
the
it?
batter who just flew out. That was what I thought. That could have been
I don't know. It
for our
could
pitcher,
have been either way.
Preston Kissinger. I don't know. I think I was going to go with Kissinger's done a pretty good job on the mound
He's
today.
done a pretty good, solid job. I mean, the fact that they have him on in the 5th is, you got to be at least playing decent to stick around that long.
And he's given Monarch opportunities to put the bat on the ball. He's trusting his defense. It's not a walk show.
No.
He's trusting his defense, letting them field the outs.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of hung a few pitches that Monarch could have easily swung on and taken the bait kind of a thing. But, I mean, they just haven't been able to do much from, like, this point onward. I mean, they've probably had maybe 1 or 2 runners on third, and that's about it. I mean, they haven't been very thoroughly consistent with that.
Pierce just gave a wave of the bat, looking like to bunt. It was 3-0 count. He wasn't looking to swing. Kissinger able to move it to 3-2.
3-2.
This could be the dagger.
Testy waters. I mean, that really could be a game changer if bases are loaded and there's just a monster ripped in the outfield. And bases will be loaded. So now all the momentum hangs in the palm
Of you know who.
of Logan Eulenhawk's hands.
His names change every time.
I don't know.
Unlikey.
What? What did you just say?
It's spelled Uhlenhake. Unalakey.
You know what?
Unahulakey.
I
I
feel
feel
like
bad. Like, I'm not trying to be mean towards his parents or anything. But
it's butchering to the.
oh, and what are we doing? The softest flutter ball.
Preston, that might shift his mentality a little bit, honestly.
York will call time. A little flutter ball to Bryson. Sorry, guys. We just had a fan come ask us what the
A
score
fan. It was our fan, actually. It was a GBN fan.
Trying to figure out the score. We got it. We're doing well. The scoreboard.
Scoreboard is not doing as hot. Oh, now they are.
Which is weird because the 8 looked like a 0.
I think it was a 0 for a hot
They
minute.
did put in a 0, and now it's an 8.
I think maybe they even thought that they put it in as an 8. They kept it in as a 0 for so long. I was like, all right, we never scored. We'll scratch it. It's
just
fine. Make it more even out the playing field. No pun intended.
Kissinger. Bases juiced here. Trying to retire the side.
So with loaded bases, falls in.
Oh, we have a substitution. We do not know his name.
We do not know his name. I
Number
wonder
20.
if they had no faith in Yulin Hake.
Well, you and Hake got the soft grounder.
I was going to say, this is where I think Preston needs to stop playing mind games with himself because bases loaded.
Kissinger, the deliver. This could be the dagger. And he
hits him.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is probably one of the worst outcomes besides
giving up like a grand
yeah.
slam.
Be a goldfish.
Now coming to the dish. Xander Bellano.
So Xander Bellano now. Have we heard his name much?
I don't know. I mean, he's been in the lineup the whole time, so we've had to have said it.
Oh, dear. I feel like that's more of a bad testament on our part.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
we're
remember.
not doing our job well.
Apparently not. I mean, we were talking about ASMR and lots of other
the
things.
donut shop. How much of
Baker's
Baker's
dozen.
dozen is. The weather.
Enrique.
We're big fans of the weather.
Yes. Agreed. The weather's cool, though, so it's okay. Kissinger.
We'll deliver strike 1 here. If Kissinger, I feel like Kissinger needs to get ahead of counts.
It'll be ball 1. I'm whispering into the mic so everyone else can hear this. But it's a ball.
The umpire didn't. I swear the umpire gave a strike signal.
Maybe they messed it up then on the score. Because that was 2 balls.
Yeah,
no
per
strikes.
the scoreboard's 2-0. I kind of want to yell at the umpire. He'll give that a hack.
So now 2-1. That is interesting. Did he call it as?
What's the count?
2 balls, 1 strike. I just got it wrong.
All right, cool. Ooh.
Grounder up the middle.
Oh, it just keeps getting worse.
Stanton bobbled it in center field. And he's able to get a 2 RBI single with an extra base hit.
This kind of evens out the game a little bit more, I would say.
Score moved to 8-5.
Yeah, that
for your
evens it out a
Golden
little bit
Eagles.
more.
Now pitching on the bump will be Logan Rosine. Well, Rosine's coming into the game. Frederick's notorious for shuffling around.
That is true. That is kind of their tendency.
But yes, it will be Logan Rosine pitching for your Golden Eagles. 8-5 the score.
So now,
Top of the 5th, 2 outs.
I think it's bottom of the 5th, yeah?
Top of the 5th.
Is it?
Monarchs batting.
Ignore me.
Rookie, casual.
I know.
What sports do you tend to watch?
Tend to watch? Well, not baseball. I typically go to baseball games. That's whenever I can, at least.
Yeah.
I'm a Rangers fan, so.
Ooh.
All right, we don't need to make any. We don't need any comments from the peanut gallery. Literally, I mean, baseball, peanuts, they go hand in hand.
There you
so.
go.
Yeah, no, I'm a baseball fan. I'm a big football fan. Not really a basketball fan, honestly. I don't watch a lot of basketball. I enjoy calling it, but like watching it.
Not just watching
yeah,
it. Did you tune into any March Madness?
a little bit. I know that was a whole craze. So
Yeah, I was glued to the TV.
glued to the TV 24/7,
Yeah.
like during
that
class.
first week.
Oh,
I
I
got
bet
like
it was bad.
Eight screens going, and you're watching every game at once.
And now you have the
somehow.
Masters, so
Yeah.
now you trade one screen for a different screen.
I'm looking at the Masters scores right now. Rose finished the day at 7 under.
7 under?
7 under, and then second place, Connors and Scheffler tied for Scheffler. Apologies.
Are you seeing this ant pile on the ground, by the way? I just thought I'd throw that. That is a nasty ant pile.
I did
It's
not.
just a pile of ants. There's no ant pile.
Oh, yeah, it's just a pack of ants.
Step on them, see what happens.
Yeah. Scheffler finished the round at 4 under today. Rosine. Oh,
Come on, Blue.
that was a strike.
You had the wrong person turning.
Yeah. Why did he look back at me?
No, you're not in blue, man.
So we get a little discussion, trying to figure out what pitch is what. Bases, runners on second and third. 2 outs, just trying to retire this. Get us out of the 5th. Another ball that's high.
A little high, yeah. At this point, you just got to bring them, like, just finish it off. Like,
Rosine can't get that ball down. 3-0 the count.
it's been consistently high so far, yeah. It's, like, been way over the box, too. I mean, nowhere close to the point where you could.
I thought that first one was a strike.
That is true.
That's a ball. Oh, man. That maybe was a touch inside, but belt high. So the bases will be juiced on 4 pitches.
Now we go back to the boring bats. What is this? At least, like, wrap some pretty tape around it or something. I don't know.
You know who this is?
Who is it?
Steve Brown.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. I feel like Steve could get away with anything then. If it was anyone else, I don't think so, but
I feel like Steve's got that swagger when he walks
Steve.
around Monarch.
Steve is.
Yeah. It's like it's
he-
not like, what's Steve's last? Oh, yeah, it's Steve.
It's Steve.
Yeah.
You don't even need his last name.
No.
It's Steve. No matter if there's like 8 Steves at the school,
Yeah.
it's fine.
He's the
He
Steve.
is the Steve. He's the it Steve.
There we go.
He went to go see the Minecraft movie and he was in it.
Check it, Joggy.
Oh my gosh.
2-0
Did you
the
go see
count.
it yet?
I did not.
I went to go see it on Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, over the weekend.
Rosine pops straight up.
Uh,
Lefevre tracks it, and he lays out. What a catch!
Atta kid, Dom. There we go.
Able to end the middle of the inning. He'll catch us at the bottom of 5 now. Rosine able to do the magic and get us out of here.
Abracadabra. As we're going to abracadabra right into this ad transition, as we'll be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network with you. Welcome back in, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me today is Mason Shafronic. Mason, we have a new pitcher on the mound, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Number 4, Diego Guerrero.
So, third pitcher of the afternoon. I was about to say night. It's a little too bright outside for that.
He looks a little jumpy on the bump.
Jumpy.
There's a Rockies pitcher. You got to see him in spring training, and like he'd strike out, and he'd throw a strike out, and he's like jumping around all on the mound. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, you're like, this guy's
Yeah, he's crazy.
off the rocker. But no,
Jumping
yeah.
around.
He's
Jump
like
around.
he's having a great
Jump
time.
around.
Jump up,
And
get down. Coming to the dish now, number 10, Cody Case. Get his third plate appearance. See what Cody can deliver.
And
He gets burned on the heater.
blew some
Pitch
air off
one.
on that one. Maybe a little bit of steam.
Guerrero will throw him about 4 feet in front of the plate.
1-1 now the count. Guerrero winds up
Whoa!
way over. He was aiming for us. A little bit of contempt. I see how it is.
He's not a fan of the broadcast.
It's okay, man. We don't have to feature you. It's fine. We can just say the
Yeah,
anonymous
we
pitcher.
got some rando, number 4. He's
Who
wearing.
is that? Who is Guerrero anyway?
Throws a one at Case's head. Go to 3-1. Case saw a very good pitch to start the at-bat, and then nothing there.
And low in the dirt. That'll be a walk.
He'll walk on 5.
I keep staring at that ant pile. I feel like they're gonna come for
I
me.
don't think the ants are alive.
No, they are. They're moving.
Oh, yeah, take
No,
my
they're
glass
moving.
off. There's probably like a little piece of food there. No, it's probably
Go pick it
sunflower
up.
seeds. Nah, I'm good.
You sure?
Every ant in a 10-mile vicinity is right here.
Yeah, it's a little frightening. It's intimidating. We have an ant bundle underneath our.
They have no clue what we're talking about.
No, yeah, no. They're oblivious. Little do they know the ants are the star of the show.
Isaac Lefevre will watch ball 2 come around the eyebrows.
The real question now is, did Lefevre shave his head? Now I'm interested. It looks like he did. Or cut it really, really short, like Buzz did.
I have not noticed that today.
I mean, it's short.
It does look short.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of hair under the helmet.
He used to have a lot of hair. Like a ton in middle school. That kid had probably like an insane amount of hair. I mean, he ran cross country about like down to probably past shoulders. I mean,
Dang.
he had a lot of hair. Now he's bald.
Yeah, now he's got the buzz. You watch strike 2 go by. Look to bunt. Chose not to.
Isaac.
Able to stay alive here.
Yeah, keep it alive. 2-2.
After Isaac Lefevre. will roll-
Lefevre?
Lefevre.
Ooh.
Whoa. Kick him out. We tried to get a blind back pick. No one was paying attention.
Yeah.
Hit Cody Case in the groin.
Yeah, not a great area to get hit. We saw that happen with what Dom last time. Lefevre, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he had a collision or something. I don't remember what
Hopefully
it was. but-
Guerrero's a little rattled after that.
I know. The whole crowd went, ooh. Still 2-2. Case seems to be okay. Probably might leave a good sized knot in the thigh, but tracks it down pretty easily.
Lefevre, jeez. Lefevre will fly out to the left center field. And the lineup will rotate over. See Clap up here.
I like Clap's bat. It's like
I
it's like baby yellow.
Yeah, Thompson also has one that looks exactly. It might even be the same.
It might be
bat.
the same bat. It might be identical. It's
Or they
very
use
like
the same
old
bat.
school vibe.
It's got like a little wooden-esque. to it.
Yeah, that's. You just took the words like right from my mouth. That's what I was exactly gonna say. I don't know where that went.
Yeah, I didn't really see it come off. Clap took that one kind of in the hands. Still's able to turn on it. Coming up on deck, Nate Rapp. Clapp versus Guerrero.
What a matchup this should be. We got Jumpy on the mound, and we got Boomy on the
Boomy.
boom. He's hit some gnarly like smacks. There's really no other words to describe it.
Claps was digging in his left pocket. We're gonna get back pick.
As long as you don't tap him again in the groin. Not again.
Clap. We'll get under it.
And will not fall.
Yeah, fly out. Watching Case run back to first base, he looks a little, hit a little gallop in his step.
Yeah.
Doesn't look the most comfortable over there.
I mean, hey, if you got hammered in the thigh, you probably wouldn't be the most
Yeah,
comfortable
true.
either. I'm kind of surprised they didn't throw in like a
Give him a pinch runner.
yeah.
Case is tough.
Yeah. He's good. We hope.
Now wrap up to the dish. Get burned by the high heater.
Yeah, that was nasty. If he made contact, that thing would have been gone, gone, gone. So 2 outs. So the momentum for Frederick kind of fizzing out a little bit. I mean, we haven't seen much from them in a hot minute.
Case will go. He'll get under that.
Oof.
Good steal. Now's the pitch to do it on. The slower curveball
Yeah.
gave
Gives him
that
time.
extra little jump.
All right, now lead off a little bit. That's a little better. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. For those of you who are wondering, Mason tried
Thanks,
to mute
Carly.
himself.
Thank you.
Did not mute me though, so I'm just
You're
here
just here.
saying bless you to nobody.
Mouse in your pocket.
Or the ants on the ground.
Hanging curveball will send Rapp home packing.
Rap bonks his own head out of frustration with his own bat. You could tell they're definitely not happy with this right now. Their rhythm
No.
that they were in, it's dying.
When you pop 6 in the first inning,
And then
we're going to 6. We're going to the 6th inning with only 8. I say only 8, but like
only 8. This playlist earlier was interesting. I don't know if you guys can hear like any glimpse of the big speakers booming at the moment, but we went from like
yeah, during when we were setting up, the warm-up music was everywhere.
I mean, we heard a little bit of Jack Harlow. We heard a little bit of that Mexican OT. There
That
was
Mexican, yeah, and then a little mix of like metal,
Yes.
mix of like 70s, little mix of. There's probably some like techno in there. and,
Probably.
like,
yeah, there was.
I don't mind it though. Like, you
It
get-
felt a little fresh. There was a little bit
Yeah.
of something new.
Yeah, you're always gonna hear something you never heard before out of that
The metal.
mix. Yeah. Rosine's still getting the nod to be on the bump. Pitching to Dom Lefevre.
He just can't get rattled. I think that's the biggest factor. Is just keep the headspace clear.
When Frederick gets out of this inning, Lefevre will be the first up. You'll see him pull a quick pit change.
Pit change.
Get that gear off.
Can you already deduce the first thing I'm gonna say?
No.
Really? It's not that predictable.
Oh, look at that bat.
Yep.
It's not even that cool of a bat, to be honest.
Oh, come on. There's at least a little bit of personality. I'm not sure what that was.
I wish there was some like bat fanatic in the comments, just like every time someone comes up, this is this bat.
They're like, that's a PRZ 69 turbo. I don't think
could
that's
buy
a
that off
bat.
of eBay for $10. What are you
10
talking about,
bucks?
Carly?
Yeah. Ooh.
$10 bat will
snuck.
do the job,
That was
though.
a meatball. My goodness.
Hit right back up the middle. I feel like Blake Thompson now at the dish. His bat's a little cooler.
Yeah, no,
What's
it's
got you giggling?
nothing. I'll tell you later. Yeah, no, I think it's like the exact same bat. It's
Oh, that's a different bat.
Are you sure?
That's 100% a different bat.
It's a little bit more colorful, I guess.
Another pass ball on the Fever.
He's struggling. I think it's more Rosine that's struggling more than Lefevre, honestly. There's been some wild pitches from Rosine. I feel like both of them are kind of struggling communication-wise. That's the biggest piece that they're lacking.
Yeah, you can throw your sign, but like location and just that like wavelength of.
Wavelength. Yeah,
What, you don't like
man.
my word?
We're on the same wavelength. No, yeah, it's good
You
word
just
choice.
turn into like an 80s hippie.
That's what wavelength reminds me of. An 80s hippie. My dad.
You're something else. Ball will be taken low. 3-0 here. Rosine has to throw him something, or he gets a free 90 feet. There we go.
And that should clear the air a little bit more with Rosine.
Rosine can
3-1.
tunnel 2 more off of that. He set himself up well.
Or
Little
they
double
just do
play.
that. Or, you know, you just have Alex Clapp come sneak in.
Alex Clapp absolutely froze Ian Batcock, the runner on second base.
You know, he stifled their momentum pretty quickly, honestly.
Now coming back up in the rotation, Preston Hutchins, the 3-hole hitter.
Ooh.
He's going to wear one early.
He got pelted in the number. That was... I wonder what's up with Logan right now, Rosine. Just not on his A game right now. I bet it's just more of a mental battle right now.
Could be. Oh, he's got a physics test tomorrow.
Or maybe 2, you never know. I mean, I have like
He's
2
got
tests
8
tomorrow.
tests to take
yeah,
tomorrow.
exactly. Not even 8 classes, but
No.
he's got 8 tests.
I don't know how that was a ball. Come on, Blue!
Wait a minute. Who is this? Charlie Pierce. We're not quite into the
We're not into the meat and potatoes here.
meat and potatoes. Taters. Ooh. As that'll go soaring into the wrong area.
Pierce
Wrong
foul
field,
that
man.
one back. He hit it into the big boy field, the good old C-team field. I used to thrive over there.
I mean, what? Last time we talked about this, didn't we? You played. Did you play C or did you play?
No, I played C-team.
Got it.
I played like 19 out of 21 games though. So
C, but that's pretty solid. Like
Yeah.
that's solid turnout.
I was that guy on the first base.
You were
If I
consistent.
was still playing, I'd take Cody Case's job. That's a lie. I'd have gotten cut.
So like, all right, man, go back to hockey.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's not grabbing that. That's way in the corner, and this might be at the expense of Frederick's momentum. It is slowly, no, very, very quickly fizzling.
Stanton wasn't able to corral that as cleanly as he'd like to in the left field corner. And the throw in was also bobbled by Clapp. Might have had a chance at the play at the plate, but with double bobbles.
Here's the thing, if Frederick gives up this game, I don't
This
really
is
know.
gonna be a hard one.
Yeah.
This is going to be huge for Monarch, though.
Yes.
I don't want to say that too loudly, but
Whisper it.
yeah. If Monarch can win, it's a big momentum shift for them.
It's ASMR.
Yeah.
But just about the actual game.
We just do whisper commentary the rest of the day.
All right, so now they're talking on the mound.
The outfielders will get together.
One of them is kneeling.
Oh. Dane Jorgensen will be headed down the left field line.
That's very interesting.
He could be a bullpen pitcher. Wait, no. Dane Jorgensen is the catcher. It's number 5. Who's number 5?
All right, now we're speaking of. It's fine.
Yeah.
That was enough whispering for a while.
Wait, that's Emery Stanton going down the left field line to get warmed up. So who's in left field?
John Logan, 2 more.
That is a good
I
question.
don't know.
It's a little hard to see that far.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that he's 300 yards away.
In the dirt.
Rosine unable to locate so far. 1 runner on, 2 outs.
They are not doing a good job with keeping up with these balls and strikes too on the on the scoreboard.
scoreboard.
Yeah.
Ball will reach inside. Count moved 2-1.
2-1.
Oh, come
And-
on, Blue. 3-1. That came right across
I would have.
the Monarch on the chest, and we'll call that a ball.
Yeah.
Runner to third. Swung on. That'll be high and foul. Back onto the softball
I didn't
field.
even see that, honestly. All right, so Mason's flexing. He saw it.
That I saw the baseball.
I didn't.
Full count here. Can Rosine retire the side? Popped up, foul ball again.
Full count. 3-2.
Logan Unkaleki is able to battle and stay alive. Here's some cheers from his own dugout.
Uncle Akey.
Ground ball.
And this might be the cleanup that they needed. Perfect.
And that will do it. And the top of the 6th. When we come back, Dom Lefevre coming to the dish. See what he can do here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hey, Kyle Michael here with Michael Real Estate and Remax Momentum, and I'm here at my office in downtown Frederick, Colorado. As a Colorado native and a resident to Frederick over the last 8 years, we truly understand the entire Carbon Valley and Colorado market. With offices in Frederick, Brighton, and Westminster, I cover the entire Front Range area. I've served over 130 families from Alt to Monument to Deer Trail to Grand Lake. As a small business owner myself, I understand how much time and effort it takes to be successful, which is why I continue to support local businesses, schools, and nonprofits through our Sip and Support series, coat drives, and other events. I value hardworking individuals. It is my mission to continue giving back as much as I can. We would love to serve you or your family. Give us a call, 303-944-4191, and go Golden Eagles.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. Alongside with me today is Mason Shafronic. As now Mason was saying earlier, Don Lefevre coming up to bat.
The great slugger, the 4-hole hitter. No one on.
I feel like
bottom of the
Lefevre could
6th.
go professional. He's hard hitting. He's an asset.
He could definitely do it. He'd be the guy. He'll take strike 1. I feel like this umpire's zone's a little
Little off.
funky.
A little funky. Ooh.
Ball striped into center field. Fever able to reach first. He's going two.
And he
Unsuspecting. At a kid.
He is safe. My goodness. You can see everyone back here is like, there's no way. That was
I thought he
clean
was
on the
hosed,
Fever's
but-
part, yeah.
Well, he saw that the center fielder was holding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he made
He
that
took his
decision quick.
chance.
Yeah. Satterley now looking to expand their lead. That's going to be a strike? If I was just a spectator, I would have been kicked out by now.
Yeah, but you're here on official business, somewhat.
I got a job to do. Hopefully you guys are putting up with my job.
Hey, I think we're being entertaining.
Some would say so. Others be like, these
Some would
guys
agree. My mom's going to tune in and be like, all right,
yeah,
what's happening?
This is a clown show. Bryson watches 2 balls in a row. Moves count 2-1.
Bryson Satterley's been very consistent this game.
Satterley gets ahead of the ball, pull it just foul.
Shout out to the 9 people that are watching.
Oh, heck yeah.
I appreciate it. I think that's probably the most we've ever had
Yeah,
consecutively.
you guys are the goats.
I guess
See after the broadcast.
I guess our entertainment just pays off.
They can't leave. Once they come, they can't leave.
Yeah, they're too entertained. They don't know what's gonna happen next.
Satterley will run a drop third strike, which will advance Lefevre.
And Lefevre now in scoring position. This game is becoming a good game, though. In the beginning, I thought it was going to be like blowout material.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 6-0. Nothing was going right for Monarch. And then suddenly we're in an 8-6 game.
You could write a newspaper on this game.
You really could. The 9 people watching would read it.
Rosine will watch one outside. They must have something in their back pockets, because Clapp was looking at it. Now Rosine. I don't know what they're looking at, though.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. He's looking at it again.
It's got to be like game plan-esque.
Probably something along those lines.
This is what coach told me to do, and I'm gonna do it.
There we
Solid.
go.
Lands it. What a great ball to drop too. It didn't hang too long or anything. It was just
Yeah, Rosine able to find himself a RBI single.
beautifully crafted.
Now the man of the hour, Danny Thompson, coming to the dish. Can he make something of it? Look at that bat.
You were right. I think it's the exact same
Yeah,
bat.
I think so. I think they swing the same bat.
Maybe I'm gonna turn my chair so I can get a little extra sun.
That was kind of
Like,
random.
well, I mean, I'm just saying. This is the most random broadcast I think we've ever done.
Thompson will throw a squeeze bunt, first base. Oh, and he was half a step away, but he will be
Oh.
called out. It's weird as the first baseman came to field that, and I thought no one would be there, but second baseman was able to cover. But Thompson will move ahead.
Cody Holmes now gonna pop in. I'm fairly certain that's his name at least.
Yeah.
Unless
Cody
I'm just
Holmes.
lying.
Cody Holmes might be a telltale sign of who's pitching this 7th.
Yeah.
Their closer. Holmes hasn't seen a ball this game. He'll watch strike 1. Just trying to figure out the mojo here. Rosine taking a decent lead back there.
Agreed.
And Holmes will step off, step out of the box. Now Guerrero will step off.
You know what sounds really good?
What could I? I have no clue this could be. What sounds good?
My mom makes these. This is totally random, but it's been on my mind like this entire time. Like this entire week, actually. She makes these little like grape jelly like meatballs, and they're
That sounds horrible.
no. I promise you, it's with like I don't know how to describe it. Maybe I'll just bring like a platter and.
Oh.
How in the
Holmes
world did he track that down?
almost had himself a hit.
I promise you, it's good.
Are they jelly? Is it jelly in the meatball?
You can't taste it. Like you can't taste the meatball like with the jelly. All you taste is the meatball, not the jelly is what I mean. So it's
So then
essentially
why put the jelly in the meatball?
well, not in the meatball, like it's like sauce.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I'm envisioning like
It's
a
like
ball
in
of jelly with meat just wrapped around it. You just cook it. Like, what?
Yeah, that sounds disgusting. I promise you they're good. Maybe I'll convince my mom to like bring some to class and or like that'll be our ASMR next time.
Oh yeah, jelly meatballs.
They're gonna be like, what is this?
Now on the bump, Emery Stanton
Stanton finally getting his
getting himself the call.
kind of a little redemption arc. He struggled earlier, I would say, but
Emery actually pitched a lot for us freshman year C team.
I do remember you saying this, yeah. So he's been at this for a little bit then.
Yeah, he's played all 4 years, and he's also played. They do some like spring or summer fall ball around here. They actually play on this field, which is cool. But he's always playing. Some other guys on the team was Logan Rosine. Let me look at the lineup. Emery Stanton, Danny Thomas. Those are the 4.
Danny Thompson?
Yeah. 3? Is that 3? Rosine, Thompson, Stanton.
Yeah.
3.
4 including you, I guess, but
Yeah. Big dog.
did you just refer to yourself as big
In the
dog?
third person.
In the third person, he goes, big dog in the flesh. So now Chase Nunson with Stanton on the mound. And rips it just wrong way.
I did not see that one come off the bat.
But I did. Hey, there was that one that you saw earlier, and I didn't see it.
I was
so.
waiting for that.
Yeah. Once again, heads to everybody. This thing is wild and out.
Stanton's giving him 2 good pitches to hit.
Yeah.
What will he throw here? He's got him in the
These
driver's
have been
seat.
like softball, like, you know what I mean? Like, they just have not been great at the moment. I guess it's
Whoa.
probably part of warm-up, but that's 3 hits.
That's going to be fair. Oh. Left fielder took a tumble. And they'll pull up at second base.
I'm telling my mom right now to save me meatballs for tonight.
It's all Carly's thinking about.
It really
she does
is.
not care about this game.
I do, I
Your
promise.
play-by-play announcer could care less
No,
about the game.
no, I care. It's just I really could do with some of those meatballs right now. If she brought them to me, then I would just be like ecstatic. Like I would be so happy.
Sander Bolano
Ooh,
will rip one into center field. Center will camp under that and hold the runner.
and the
at second.
problem is it's not that Stanton is like pitching terribly. It's like it's easy to hit. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
he's
4.
kind of throwing a bullpen
Yeah.
here, or like a batting practice, to be honest.
Yeah. It's not quite to the caliber that they need. I mean, they need him to step up big.
But if Frederick can get these next 2 outs, it'll solidify the game.
Yep. But a lot can happen in this amount of time.
Stanton will find his first ball of the day. It'll be a little low and outside. At the dish now, Nick Doon. First pitch outside, second pitch inside. Emery doesn't look as comfortable out of the stretch as he is from the full. Nick will get a hold of one, but too early. Will rip that right at the Frederick dugout.
He's been relatively successful so far against Stanton, I would say.
He's battling Stanton well. 2-1 the count.
And way high.
Stanton will get him to fly out. Yes. Runner won't even tag.
That's interesting. So.
Rapp like dove on his knees over there to make the catch. I don't know what you're laughing at.
I'm not laughing at anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm getting made fun of for my large aqua.
She's got a 1-gallon jug of lotion.
It's Aquaphor. That'd be weird if I carried lotion around that large.
How is that not a strike? I guess right over the plate and about 3 centimeters above the belt is a ball.
Interesting.
Stanton on 2. Will roll over. It'll be a foul.
He could put the game away with a few.
Yeah, 2 more strikes, and Frederick will seal the deal.
Smells like barbecue.
I'm getting that whiff now.
Is it the meatballs?
No, it's just barbecue.
Dang it! That's okay. Barbecue's good too. Ooh!
Nasty pitch out of Emery Stanton right there. 1 pitch. Will it seal the deal?
I believe he can do it. I have full faith and confidence. I need wood to knock on, though.
Knock on the ant pile. The delivery. Inside. Oh. Come on, Blue. What are we looking at?
You got him.
Nah.
Stanton again. Come on, Blue. Another ball. I don't know where that's missing. Counts now 3-2.
So now with a full count and high levels of frustration, it's a bad combo.
Oh,
Put
he
it
got
away.
him.
Put
Atta
it
kid
away.
Emery. There we go. And don't leave it up to the umpire. There we go. Frederick will seal the deal. Closing this game out 9-6.
It was closer than what I anticipated. I mean, kind of like what we were saying. I think the momentum swing about midway through really kind of changed everything, like, big time.
Absolutely. Well, that will seal the deal on our broadcast. Frederick picking up the win through 7. Final score 9-6. Your Golden Eagles. We thank you guys for joining our broadcast.
Listening to us.
Yeah, having to deal with us. I'm Mason Schronik alongside Carly Evans. Marcus Key has been our director for the night. Austin Gibbs has been one of our camera operators, with Cole Stanton being the other. That's all we got. We thank you guys for joining us.
Go enjoy some meatballs.
Meatballs in the outdoors. Thank you guys for watching.